I found this little house decoration at Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use these tower blocks and these beads and a little craft stick to make a nativity scene. First, I have to get to work taking the material and the little heart piece off the top. I'm just using my heat gun to melt the glue that's underneath and my little screwdriver to try to pop all of that off. I'm using my X-Acto knife to cut the pieces right up next to the edge of the top of that little house. And then I'm using my mini sander to smooth away the extra pieces of material and fuzz that were left over. Before I paint, I'm going to glue a couple of these little tower blocks on the bottom for like a little platform for my people to sit on, and also to help hold it up straight, because sometimes the projects can get top heavy when you start gluing pieces on the front. And then here I'm just using that truffle paint by Waverly to paint the front and the sides of my little house. Next, I'm going to dry brush on some of this caramel colored acrylic paint. I'm going to start just adding some layers to the little house so that it doesn't look quite so flat, just maybe make it look a little weathered. I'm going to use this mineral color chalk paint to add on a different color layer. It's kind of a grayish color, so it just kind of looks kind of like barn wood. And then I'm going to take my mini sander to define the edges and smooth those layers down. So for my people, I'm going to glue two of the tower blocks together, one on top of the other, and then I'm going to use a wet wipe to paint Joseph, this acrylic caramel colored paint, and then some plaster color chalk paint for Mary. I'm going to cut the end of this little popsicle stick for baby Jesus, and I'm going to use some antique wax to color that, to kind of tone down some of the white on Mary's body, and then also to stain the beads a little so they just don't look so plain. And then I'm just going to glue those beads right on top of the little bodies that I painted. For Mary, I have this little piece of lace ribbon. I'm going to glue it to the top and then glue it down to the sides as well. And then for Joseph, I have a piece of red and white striped fabric that I'm going to glue to the top of him for his little head piece. And then for baby Jesus, I just have this little piece of burlap, and I'm going to use a jute string to tie a knot around it and make a little blanket for him. And then you can also glue those pieces down in the back so they're a little more flat, and then I'm going to glue that in the middle, in the center of the little house that I made. Well, I guess it's a stable, not a house. And then I'm gluing baby Jesus right on top of Mary and Joseph, and I'm adding some moss to the top of the roof and beside my people. And so far, I think it's looking super cute, but there's more because I'm going to add this angel and this star. So for the angel, I'm going to cover with some of the plaster chalk paint, and I'm using a metallic gold for the star. Then I'm going to take some of that gold and paint the halo, and then I'm going to dry brush it around the edges of the wings and the dress of the angel as well. Just kind of trying to shade it, give it some dimension. I'm going to use some of this antique wax to go around the edges, and also some in the middle of the star, and then I'm going to go around the edge of my angel with that too. And all these little details are optional. Now that those pieces are ready, I'm going to glue my star to the top and my angel to the side, and I just absolutely love how simple but adorable this turned out. Thank you so much for watching my video. It really is a great reminder of the real reason behind the season that we're going into. If you loved it, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to share it around.